Have you seen this guy before? You know who I'm talking about. Perhaps you've dreamt of them, this archetype of man. This is what we call safe sleazy. Here at Third Eye Global, we are unpacking the cultural trends in real time. The mustache doesn't work in 2025 because it's hyper-masculine feature always worn by gawky men with soft palms and baby faces. Nary an ounce of grit or testosterone to be found. And this is in response to a tweet on X claiming that the mustache has become the male equivalent of a septum piercing. And it's true, because the mustache, historically, signified virility and toughness and manhood. And as you can see here, it works on Britain's most violent criminal, Bronson, played by Tom Hardy. Dr. Eggman. It 100% works because, you know what? There's not a single person that will force him to shave it. As for the other guys, you can't say the same thing. Let's learn about Safe Sleazy.
Have you seen this guy before? This is Safe Sleazy. You might say, no, that's Curtis Connor. But you would be wrong. This is Safe Sleazy. Safe Sleazy lives in Bushwick, Brooklyn, New York. He knows all about underground cultures and he's established in the Bushwick scene.
If you want to melt the brain of a safe, sleazy guy, just test the waters with what slur you can say around them. You'll find out where they stand real quick.
Which is a scene full of all kinds of funny and fantastic characters. He might be the coolest.
Oh, you can't say that, dude. Who's gonna stop me? I hate that I think the tattoos are dope. That's a ban.
That person that you know. Because
all of this is performative. This is renting an identity because you don't have one to begin with. They walk into the tattoo shops and they're like, yeah, give me one of everything. Oh, I think I'll do American traditional. Let me wear Carhartt despite not knowing how to change a tire. Let me key max, put fucking 50 goddamn jingles on this shit and assault everyone's senses when I walk past them.
He knows so much about different music subcultures. He has a whole rotating cast of friends and enemies, and an impressive knowledge of modular synthesis. Safe Sleazy, obviously, is a male feminist.
This is the type of dude to call themselves slutty.
Runs his own zine. He loves Roberto's designer pizza, and casually shops at Mr. Kiwi. Do you know what any of those things mean? Neither do I, but Safe Sleazy loves them. They're staples in the Bushwick scene. He is a proud DJ. He does this because making your own...
I don't know if this spawns from Peter Pan syndrome or it's an astroturfing campaign from an intelligence agency. Grassroots from Reddit.
Music requires talent. So instead of putting in the effort to make your own music, just use other people's music. He does DJ events with Y2K aesthetics, or he does it for WPR...
Sebastian, you okay?
B Princeton. That's a radio station. Safe Sleazy also hates Philadelphia.
It's the guy version of I'm not like the other girls. Just a fucking pick me.
And his parents. Because his parents are problematic and once triggered his Asian girlfriend Luna.
It's always the Asian GF.
Even though Safe Sleazy hates Philadelphia, Philly has its own sleazy scene, but it's just a subpar mirror of Bushwick. Everyone knows Mood Ring is the coolest club in Bushwick, and Safe Sleazy can often be seen there with Luna. Safe Sleazy loves podcasts, and he hates
the guys who have a podcast. The brainiac, the chill guy, the man who laughs at everything, the girl Conley becomes a member of the show after one of the guys gets accused of sexual harassment and they need to replace him. Many such cases.
Ariel Pink and John Mass because they're cancelled from the culture. Now who else does Sleazy know? What about Luna? That's his Asian girlfriend. Also lives in Bushwick, but was born in China. She'd also...
About 7 years ago, I had to shave my mustache and stop wearing my Red Wings when all these fuckwits started hijacking my fits. Damn, you caved. Someone's wife's boyfriend is loving the representation.
Does Y2K DJ events, and she has an MFA in design from Pratt. That's the good university, not like Temple University. When they first met, Safe Sleazy took Luna on a date on a fixed gear bike.
Are these people real? Chat, I could take you on a magic school bus ride about 30 minutes west, and you'll find out real quick just how real they are. We could point at them from the windows.
Like to Green Central Knoll. They also went to Mood Ring. They say to other people though that they're just friends. Who else does Sleazy know? Harper. Harper is the wholesome male to female trans person.
Notice how it's always male to female? I wonder why. My daughter Michaela speaks of this on her podcast. Is it the rejection of responsibility? Is it not being able to brunt the weight of the Sisyphusian boulder that is being a man? I don't know.
Living in Bushwick. Bushwick also hosts WPRB Princeton community-supported radio and plays Magdalena Bay. Although we all have our differences, we all support the same cause, the DSA. Although some people are problematic, Harper is wholesome and loves everyone the same way. Harper goes to board game week and wants to make immaculate breakcore. Harper makes money by teaching remote classes in Bitwig, whatever the fuck that is. How about Alex? Now, Alex is the villain in the...
Please tell me he's just a heterosexual, normal white guy.
Safe Sleazy universe. He's problematic and probably racist. He once called Luna late at night. He's Luna's stalker. He's actually cancelled in the Bushwick scene.
Yeah, he's exiled.
Despite that, he's still a true Antifa supporter. He's a renegade podcaster fighting against reactionary causes. He pretends to be Drive from the movie Drive, and he's deeply black-pilled. He fights for the old Bushwick. He's probably related to Dr. Greg Smith, somehow, some way. It's funny how in the Bushwick extended universe, everyone has a name, except for the main character, Safe Sleazy. It's a bit like a Brian Griffin type of situation, isn't it? If you don't know, the Safe Sleazy...
Yeah, it's an amalgamation of aesthetics and personality traits. It's not necessarily a guy.
Sleazy universe was produced by Pill Eaters, and it contains a rotating cast of Safe Sleazy adjacent characters. I find it interesting, and I quite like it how somebody took an idea I alluded to in the past and built upon that, building a whole universe out of it using their own experience and knowledge. I find it quite funny, and I like how people do that. And to be honest, if anyone else wants to take my ideas and kind of build upon them in the same way, I actually appreciate it. I like it. Now, who else does Safe Sleazy know? There's Ryan, the post-hardcore dude, who, despite looking tough, he actually cries in the shower.
Have you guys ever seen the beanie tier list and what it means? Like, the higher beanie you have, the more money you make. Think about it. It really does make sense.
Phoebe Bridges. So... he's quite an enigma, isn't it? And whenever someone suggests anything fun happening, Ryan just responds, "This is fucking gay."
The dichotomy is crazy. But,
Now, what about Safe Sleazy's background?
All of this is trying too hard.
In Lake Tahoe, Safe Sleazy's dad is John. He's a retired NASA engineer, but he's cancelled by Luna and therefore cancelled from the Bushwicks.
It's crazy they stole the look of rolling up your ski mask and just turned it into a hipster yarmulke. That's essentially what they did, yeah.
Scene because he called Luna a her and made some
Anything to hide the Norwood that is inevitable. Because their souls are not pure.
disturbing pro-Zionist statements. Now Sleazy and Luna can't visit Lake Tahoe anymore. What about Rockabilly Rachel, who loves rockabilly, who's 1950s with a punk edge, and loves the Stray Cats, and likes how evil the Cramps are, and goes to a barcade to have drinks. The barcade is great.
I guess this would be hard to understand if you're not familiar with metropolitan urbanite culture, because this is dead on. Like I've interacted with this. I know people like this.
People can have drinks, but there's also video games. So it's a little bit of adulting, but not too much adulting. How about Lizzie? Lizzie's also a they, them, and active with Antifa. Perhaps the middle ground between Harper and our next subject, Lilith. Lilith is dark, the evil counterpart to Harper. Her dead name died long
Just everyone's trans.
ago. Lilith is puppy mode and pretends to be in Columbine. Lilith is a xenofeminist who programs in Linux and knows all about hyperobjects and tracker music. Gay Sleazy is the gay version of Sleazy. He doesn't care about boundaries. He tries to hook up with safe Sleazy.
Hey boy, it's Gay Sleazy. The Diogenes
I guess sleazy is just inherently vile and disgusting.
of Bushwick. Meet me outside Mood Ring. I'm your signal dealer. I'm on Grindr.
Have I been to Mood Ring? Let's find out. I'm pretty sure I've been here. I don't know. Half of my party memories are just demons from an ancient past.
We can go back to my place. Grab my dick on the dance floor. This is my boyfriend Alan. Korean twink.
There are many more characters in the Safe Sleazy universe, and they get up to all kinds of adventures in places all around Bushwick, like Mood Ring and Mr. Kiwi. Here's the interesting thing about Pill Eater though. People have pointed out, how does he have so much insider knowledge about Safe Sleazy and the world of Bushwick? Does he have any personal experience with this? People looked into it, and
Was that the evil Philion arc? So a lot of people think I'm more evil than ever. Oh my god, Philion showing his true colors, a real mask-off moment. I would argue I'm actually the hero right now. So yes, spiritually speaking, that was the evil Philion.
seems he's an obscure indie electronic musician who's in all kinds of underground scenes. Is Pill Eater Safe Sleazy? Or is he unsafe sleazy? Why do they always have an Asian girlfriend? Maybe it's simply an observation, because such a thing is common in...
I don't even know what you've done for people to say that. I'm everything that they fear, perhaps. See a 6'4" gigachad, actual digital nomad, saying his truth without fear of consequence. I mean, that's enviable.
this area. Or maybe it's a part of...
Actually standing on something or even saying that I have an opinion on anything. These people, they you're not allowed to do that.
his ideology, AXA, which stands for Asian X-Aryan. And to be honest, I don't know if that's a joke or not, because the AXA ideology was explained.
You have an Asian girlfriend because you can't stand bro culture and blonde-haired cheerleaders and blue-haired feminists? Do you wish you could be yourself in the alt-right without being called a cuck? You can listen to your eccentric noise music, have Asian girlfriends, and feel harmony and trust between other Asian Aryans. Imagine a world where everyone is like an actor on an NHK World program. I'm Pill Eater, and I want to make anime real. I am your voice.
And it sounds like he's joking. But you know what? Maybe it's real. Maybe it's all...
There definitely is a real overlap of white guy, Asian GF. Whether that's cultural, transactional.
all true. And if it is, frankly, that makes me enjoy the Safe Sleazy universe even more, knowing that the creator is a schizophrenic racist. It's kind of Lynchian, or perhaps even Kafkaesque, or maybe even Lovecraftian. It adds so many layers of depth. So that is Safe Sleazy. What adventures will Safe Sleazy go on next?
It's probably somewhere in Bushwick.
Who else will Safe Sleazy run into in the future? Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe.
You want to know the real red pill about Safe Sleazy? He's not a good guy. It's ironic, Safe and Sleazy. He's not his true self. It's a mirror for this performative archetype. It's an identity that he's wearing that's not even his. So how could you trust him? Wants approval from the huzz to get into their pants. They could never even think about the idea of being a true schizo. Many such cases.